Hello, this is Kristen Brinley with Nova Real Producers. Welcome to our podcast. Hello, Nova Real Producers. This is Kristen Brinley, your publisher, and it's an honor to be here with Amina Basic.
That was perfect.
Oh, thank you. And she runs a large Keller Williams office in Mclean. How much business did you guys do last year?
Every year, almost $1 billion. We gotta get over the $1 billion.
It's right there. And Amina, can you tell us your story? So you, where you were born, how you became a team leader, and your hero's journey to success.
Thank you so much. So if somebody told me 30 years ago that I'm going to be living in one of the most affluent areas in the United States, running $1 billion office in real estate, I'd probably think they lost it. They're crazy. So born and raised in Bosnia, which is a country in Europe, and beautiful mountains, beautiful sea, great life, great childhood. We kind of in between East and West, and we kind of got both worlds. So until I was about 20 years ago, one morning you wake up and there's nothing. We had a war in 1992, and I was 20 years old, working on TV, actually doing this and interviews on TV every day. And one day there was nothing, and you had to go and work and report about war and what's happening every day. So that was really, really tough, extremely tough.
What are some lessons you maybe learned during that time?
Nothing is given, nothing is granted. I think I got immediately mature and older overnight. Until then, my problem was, is my hair okay? Am I getting the new shoes? Am I getting a table at the restaurant because I worked on TV? And then overnight, there was no power for 3 years. There was no water, there was no running water, and there was no food. We were surrounded. My city is in a little valley. It's the capital of Bosnia. And overnight, you lose the things that make you human, the normal necessities of life, and you learn to live without it. You learn to cook meals from the grass. You learn when you have a little bit of power, you learn how to maximize the time with the power electricity that you have. And overnight, you learn how, talking about adulthood right now, right? It's funny when my kids and millennials and we talk about being adult, it's you learn overnight how to survive. Survival mode was constant survival mode. I tell people all the time, things that make me hyperventilate and raise my heartbeat and my blood pressure when I open refrigerator right now in the United States and I don't see full, I almost get a panic attack every single time because not having food, it's tough.
Very important. Yeah. Most important thing, right? It teaches you some gratitude, and oh my God.
Yeah. So some of the lessons that you learn is that how important people are in your life, family. I lost a lot of friends. I lost a lot of people, family members, and the things that you don't get to say and you don't get to do. So you learn very fast what's important in life and what's not, and who is important in your life, and to live every day like it's last, really.
It's a great lesson. Okay, so can you tell us the progression, from Bosnia to the United States, and what led you to being a team leader?
So I lived a couple of years in Germany, and there was nothing there for refugees to do. They wouldn't let refugees work. The only part that they let us do was nursing. So imagine that you put a very driven, very ambitious, very direct person into nursing. So yeah, that wasn't quite a bad job for me.
Not a good fit.
No, it was an interesting job, but not the best job for me. So after Germany, we came here to Baltimore because we have a family members, and they invited us to United States. And it wasn't a big adjustment. It was, I loved the people. I love this country. I think it's the most amazing country in the world. My biggest adjustment was the food. Believe it or not, the food didn't taste quite the same as it does in Europe. So that was my biggest adjustment. But everything else, I knew I had to work hard. And this is the land of opportunity. If you want to work hard, you can achieve almost everything. So I always thought if anyone can do it, I can do it, and just show me how, and I'm going to do my best to do it. So the first job I got was in sales. It was at the mall in a little booth selling windows, and I was the only person with accent there in Baltimore in that little mall. And people would just come to chat with me and hear my accent, and I sold a lot of windows, believe it or not. And then after that, I had a career in sales, and actually it was customer service, telemarketing, sales all combined in one, until internet took that whole industry down. But it was a great position of utilizing all three: sales, telemarketing, and customer service, which actually made me so much better in real estate. I just didn't know back then that that's where it led to. So in that industry, a couple of my salespeople went to real estate and said, well, this is a great natural progression, just come on over. So I actually helped create and build the #1 team in Northern Virginia. And after that, I felt, after 6 years, I was there for 6 years, I felt I need to do bigger things. I felt that with all the sales that until then I acquired, I can help.
What team was that? What?
It was Debbie Dorrell Associates. Wonderful. Debbie's awesome. So, and we built the team, and it was, we sold about 500 homes a year. And I had so much fun, and I learned so much from it and from her. It was a great experience. And then I felt like I can do more, and I need to do more. So I took a job as a team leader in Kingstown, Keller Williams' office. I realized that Keller Williams is a little bit outside of box thinking, and I needed a little more freedom, a little bit more outside of box thinking. So I took it was a smaller office, it was 100 agents. And then I left to help a friend of mine open title company and a couple of different branches of title, and that was also a great experience. I was never on that side of real estate. I realized it's not an easy side of real estate. We all have our challenges: lenders, title companies, real estate agents. And then I finally got to meet Ron. I knew Ron from before, but really got to know Ron and the leadership of this office. And there's no place I would rather be. I've never in my life seen office like this, and I've never seen leadership quite like this in Mclean office. So came over here and grew this office in the last 5 years. We actually became #1 brokerage in Mclean, and we do almost $1 billion every single year, and we grew office to 360 agents, which is the largest Keller Williams office in Virginia.
Fantastic. Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah. What are you passionate about right now in your business?
Our industry. I believe that in the last couple of years, and I think there's more to come, with customers gaining the data that was only for us realtors, and our industry not having such a high standards. I'm really concerned, but I also see it as an opportunity to raise the standards every single day and be better. So I'm really passionate about helping people, helping my agents, and helping agents build businesses that are sustainable. I mean, you see it in retail, you see it in a lot of places where people open a business, they think they have it together, they run it, and then they close the doors because they they really didn't build it to be sustainable. So I'm all about building sustainable businesses, and I see every single agent owning a business, and a lot of times they don't treat it as a business, but they should. And building sustainable business and leading, hiring, leading, and just building a business that one day you can either sell or you can leave it to your children. I'm all about helping people achieve that, and all of that, and have a balanced life, because I think none of that matters if you're not happy. So it's possible, it's absolutely possible for real estate agents to have a great life, be with their family, do things that they like to do, and have a thriving business. A lot of times you'll call real estate agents and they don't have the time to eat. They run late. I call them every day and they don't have the time to meet. And I'm thinking that's exactly why you should meet with me. Because if you don't have time for lunch or to go to Hal Elrod's class or anything, go to a conference in San Diego, if you don't have the time, or to help your community one day a month, then you really need to meet with me, because it's possible to have it all. I mean, your magazine writes about our agents who have done it successfully. They truly, honestly have it all, and it's possible. And you know that because you feature them.
So, Amina, what has been the most rewarding part of your business?
Helping agents get to that really sustainable, balanced life. Even just small things every day. So I work with my agents obviously on a daily basis, and every single day we go over things that improves their business, improves them, and even just getting through a client, getting that price reduction that they need to get, or getting a listing, competing with 10, 15 other realtors and companies, and then changing their lives, them coming saying, I was able to go on vacation first time in my life for 2 weeks and not even worry about the business because of the systems and models that we implemented. Thank you so much. And just their happy faces and knowing that I impacted their lives. I impacted the way that they look. And sometimes just a little mind shift is needed. Actually, most of the time, what I work on is mindset, and just a little shift in their mindset creates such an opportunity. A lot of people stop dreaming when we hit adulthood. We actually stop dreaming. And when you're little, you can tell everyone what you want and how you want it and where you want to go. And yet adults are not able to fully see that. So I think most of us truly operate only on a third or a half of capacity. And just showing people what's possible and what they're capable of doing and reaching their full potential, that's really rewarding.
What's been your biggest challenge as a team leader? And I got to agree with the dreaming part too, I just got to say, because I feel like that all the time, that people quit dreaming.
Yeah,
dreaming is so important.
That's a challenge, The biggest challenge is people get content. They get really, really content and comfortable. I mean, look at us. We live in one of the greatest area in United States, and we all, for most part, have wonderful lives, and we drive nice cars, and homes are beautiful. So people get content and comfortable. So my biggest challenge is showing people how to dream bigger and change that mindset. And then our industry is not, our industry, I feel, doesn't have high standards. I believe that our standards should be higher, which is opportunity to get better and build our businesses better and just run it with integrity and a lot of character. So my biggest challenge is probably agents not dreaming big enough or not thinking it's possible. So in our industry, not valuing everything that we provide with technology and everything that's coming. I do believe that a great agent is it's priceless, having a great agent. So unfortunately, we need a little more education on the agent's part, a little more higher standards just overall. But that was the biggest challenge for me.
Define leadership for us.
Interesting. So I believe leadership is the way of living. I believe that you can learn it, but you're also born with it, and it's the way you do everything. It's the way you do things when you're alone. And it's the way you do things when no one else is watching. Do the right thing, do it all the time. Do you do that? And I think it's sometimes it's hard because leadership is talking when no one else wants to talk, saying things that no one else wants to say, and doing things that no one else wants to do. So it's not always easy, but I believe leadership is integrity, it's honesty, it's having a vision and implementing that vision. It's making people work as a team and respecting everyone's role in it. And I do believe that it can be taught, and I work every day on training it through John Maxwell coaching, but I believe it's the way you live.
So you heard it here at Real Producers with Amina Basic and Kristen Brindley, and have a great day.
Thank you. Bye.
You've heard it from Nova Real Producers.